welcome to the Huddle. I'm your host, Britt Johnson. I'm here with Matt Demecki.
What up, what up?
Now, today we're going to be talking about my beloved Dallas Cowboys, so I'm kind of excited. We had 2 LeBron days, and now today's Britt's day.
It's her day.
But
let her have it.
So, Lucky Whitehead was actually cut from the team on Monday after it came out that he stole something in a convenience store, I believe it was, or gas station. And he kept saying he did not do it. Well, he was actually correct. He didn't do it. The police came out on Tuesday stating that they falsely identified him. And the Cowboys said, we don't care. We're still not bringing you back on the team. First, what do you think of that?
I just thought that was ridiculous. I mean, let's face it, like, the Dallas Cowboys, they bring on a lot of criminals. You know, like, let's just say it. Like, they bring on a lot of criminals to their team.
They give people second chances, I would like to say.
But not Lucky Whitehead. That's the funny part. Like, the fact that Zeke had all those accusations against him, and Jerry Jones is like, well, we need to see the facts before it comes out. We need to see this. And then when Lucky Whitehead did this, when he wasn't even accused of anything, like, they were just like, oh, just cut him, you know?
Right. That was actually going to be my second part of the question.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think when organizations, you know, do you think it's because, obviously, Ezekiel Elliot is #1 running back in the league right now, and Lucky Whitehead, he's a pretty decent return specialist, but he's not like too much on the field. So do you think that they are wrong for, you know, I guess having preferential treatment?
Oh, absolutely.
Depending on if a player is good or not?
Yeah, absolutely. Because, I mean, it's happened before too. I mean, you look at Michael Vick, he got a second chance with the Philadelphia Eagles. You know, Ray Lewis, like, I can't say it, but he might have murdered somebody, you know?
But he was not convicted.
He was not convicted, but he only had
to have a trial.
He only had to pay
the suit is still missing.
He only had to pay a $250,000 fine to the NFL and he had like parole time or something like that, but that's about it. And it's just funny how if you have talent in the NFL, they kind of look the other way, but if you're a so-so player, they come down on you, you know, which is ridiculous.
You know, one of my favorite coaches of all time, Jimmy Johnson, we had you too short of a time with the Cowboys, but he actually came out and said that when he has 2 guys on a team, say, and a star quarterback and a guy that's, you know, barely making the team, maybe sometimes he's a practice squad kind of guy. If you have 2 guys like that and the quarterback falls asleep during like meetings or something, he's going to go over to the quarterback and say, hey, buddy, wake up. If a guy that's not that good falls asleep during the meeting, the guy's going to be cut. And he said he does not, and he never would treat everybody the same because they're not the same. So if you're not as good, you got to work harder to be better. The only thing I think is an issue with the Lucky Whitehead thing is he got cut the first day of camp.
Yeah.
And he's only been playing in the league for 2 seasons. He went undrafted, and I don't think he got an opportunity to show what he possibly was working on during this offseason. I mean, look at some of the greatest players now. J.J. Watt was a walk-on in college. Freaking Tom Brady, 6th-round draft pick. Tony Romo, undrafted. You know, like Dak Prescott, 4th-round draft pick. So it's like sometimes I think they need to give these guys chances, and with this situation, what I don't like about it is they didn't give him an opportunity to even show what he could do. Like, at least let him stay on a little bit longer, like till the first preseason game.
I just think the Cowboys are funny. Like, here's an example. Like, you know, Randy Gregory, they drafted out of Nebraska a couple years ago. They knew his whole drug situation. I mean, the dude fails drug tests every other week. I mean, the dude has 7 failed drug tests, and he has more failed drug tests than sacks. You know what I mean? So just to see like him giving him so many opportunities and stuff like that, and with this whole Lucky Whitehead thing, he wasn't even in the state. You know, he wasn't even in the state when that happened.
Right,
so.
And his agent proved that. Like, his agent sent the flight stuff saying he wasn't even out there at that time.
But the
Cowboys, he got cut.
But the Cowboys obviously, like, they've had this rap of, well, we bring on criminals. It's funny how they use Lucky Whitehead as we got to come down on them hard. So the league doesn't look at us as like that type of team. So they just chose the wrong person to do it on.
Right, and I honestly think in general, we talked about it on the Weekend Zone. If you guys don't watch the Weekend Zone, make sure you check that out on Saturdays. But we talked about it on the Weekend Zone last week about the NFL and their inconsistencies, you know, and I think they really need, as a whole, the whole entire NFL needs to kind of come together and figure out how they're going to punish players, what's going to be okay, what's not going to be okay, regardless of your quote-unquote stardom in the league.
Yeah, so. But I just think talent's going to triumph everything. You know, if you have talent in the NFL, I mean, you could get away with a lot of things, but yeah, it just kind of sucks that they have this inconsistencies.
Just like if I messed up on the show, I'd still be here, but you probably won't.
I might be the host though. Yeah, if you mess up, I'll take over the host position. There you go.
All right, guys. Well, that is going to be a wrap for today. We want to know what you guys think about the Cowboys not bringing back Lucky Whitehead. And do you think it's fair that they pick talent over, I don't know what the word would be, talent over just basic consistency and basic standards in life? Let us know what you think about all of this in the comments below, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.